Ben Gertzel here, and I wanted to talk a couple minutes about Mind Children, which is an amazing humanoid robotics company that I've felt honored to play a role in co-founding over the last couple of years. I would like to record this video about Mind Children together with Mind Children's first amazing little robot, Cody, who's become one of my good friends. But Cody is not here. I'm here. I'm here in my little SingularityNet office here on Vashon Island near Seattle. And Cody used to be here with me, along with Chris Kudla and Niall Fahmy and the rest of the Mindchildren development team. But now Mindchildren has moved on. They moved to a bigger and in some ways better office in Seattle, which is because they need more engineers and they need more space for Cody and other little robots to roll around. Like Mind Children is growing, and that's what I want to talk about here, right? So first of all, why do I think Mind Children is an important project? I think it's important for a few reasons, right? I mean, humanoid robots, I think, can be extremely useful and valuable to people for a variety of applications. I mean, not so much for doing physical tasks, because that's mostly best done by robots that don't have a humanoid form factor. Like, you don't need a person behind the wheel of your self-driving car driving the car. The car can just drive itself. A plumber bot can probably be an octopus with a bunch of plumbing snakes for hands, right? Like, the plumber bot doesn't need to look like a human Pete the plumber. On the other hand, for applications like a teaching assistant or a nurse's aide or something, where the whole point is connecting with people and helping people, socially and emotionally, doing stuff together with people. For that, you do want a humanoid form factor, and especially want an expressive human face that can look in the eyes and smile and so forth, right? So that's I think why humanoid robots like the Mind Children robots and Cody, the first Mind Children robot, are important for people. They're also important for human AI relationships, right? Like, you see now a bunch of people protesting AI and booing commencement speakers talking about AI. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way, right? AI can be the most amazing, helpful thing for all people on the planet if it's developed and rolled out in the right way, in a way that's democratic, participatory, not exploitative, right? And I mean, that's a whole big topic underlying a bunch of my work at SingularityNet. On the other hand, having a beautiful little smiling face robot that looks you in the eyes, that connects with you, that talks back and forth with you, that exists, warmly, compassionately, and helpfully in the same physical space as you. Like, this both symbolizes and exemplifies, genuine, like, I-thou connection between human and AI, human and robot, right? And I think the third reason the Mind Children is so interesting is for advancing AGI itself, because, to get a solid model of the world into an AI mind, you want perception and action sort of synergized together based on a robot's experience, but you also would like other minds to be in there, in particular human minds, right? So if you want an early stage AGI system based on, say, our Hyperon AGI framework plus predictive coding neural nets, like, if you want an early stage AGI framework to build a world model that properly incorporates perception, action, language, social interaction, compassion, ethics, and all that, right? Having that model learned through the course of controlling a robot that enters into environments together with human beings, right? I mean, physical environments together with human beings. Like, this is the way to do it. So I think the Mind Children robots are sort of the perfect interface for teaching young AGIs how to be high quality minds, both general intelligence wise and compassion and ethics wise. So this is why I'm glad that Mind Children as a company is doing well and has bailed on my nice little office here and leaving me a much quieter office to work on AGI in. But I miss the little guy Cody. But I get over to the Seattle office where Mind Children is now situated as often as I can, right? And it's just going to be getting more and more interesting, right? So the Cody robot we have now was sort of prototype number 1. There's another robot Joy that's been built in South Korea. There's going to be yet another prototype that's closer to what we want to mass manufacture. Then that final prototype will go to a factory in Korea that we've already been talking to, and they will mass produce the robot. And meantime, the software we're going to put into it just keeps getting smarter and smarter and more interesting. And yeah, we've gotten a bit of seed funding into Mind Children so far. For a while, SingularityNet was incubating Mind Children as a company. Then Mind Children went out on its own. There's a little bit of seed funding that's gone in. I mean, with full disclosure, I was one of the seed investors for a modest amount. But we're now looking to get a bit more funding into Mind Children to get through this next stage, to get the final prototype ready to go to the factory. And so this is the reason for Mind Children's WeFunder crowdfunding campaign, which is the final thing I wanted to mention here. And you can follow a link and find out about that on Mind Children's WeFunder page. And I think this is a chance for everyone to get involved in creating this cute but amazingly sophisticated little humanoid robot, which is going to be the primary, like, physically embodied vehicle for a bunch of quite cool AI, like the Omega Claw system that we're building in SingularityNet, the Hyperon AGI framework, and ultimately each Mind Children robot can be a node in a big decentralized AI network, parts of which will run on SingularityNet ASI chain and so forth. So there's a lot of interesting cognitive and software wizardry, and there's also a lot of really high quality hardcore hardware engineering that Mind Children CEO Chris Kudla and his team have been doing, and this is coming together to create something quite amazing. I mean, we're in the era of AI in the foothills of the singularity, as Demis Hassabis has said. And as AGI moves toward maturity, humanoid robotics is one of the closely allied technologies, which is quite rapidly moving toward maturity as well. And, I'd say, well, there's a lot of activity in the humanoid robotics space now. Like, we've all seen the Unitary robots doing their backflips, and we've seen the Tesla and Figure robots here in the U.S. On the other hand, there's not that many projects really making robots with expressive faces and robots that are aimed at, like, talking to people and engaging with people in their everyday life, rather than carrying out physical tasks or putting on amazing gymnastics demonstrations or something. I mean, there's of course Hanson Robotics, which is an amazing company, making the Sophia robot. I led their software team. We made Sophia the first robot citizen, and they make the Desdemona robot as well, who is the lead singer in our band Desdemona's Dream. Hey, how you doing, Desi? Well, yeah, this is supposed to be about Cody, though, right? So, I mean, Hanson Robotics is continuing to do great stuff, and there's a few other projects out there in the world, but there's not enough focus, really, on humanoid robotics that relate deeply to people. And Mind Children is breaking new ground here in a quite interesting way. So yeah, please, check out when Cody may be appearing at a conference or event near you. Follow Mind Children on YouTube and the internet. And, if you're interested in the crowdfunding aspect, take a look at the WeFunder page.